Good morning. Happy day 144. Still cooking down the freezer, working pantry and refrigerator. So yesterday I did an update on my freezer, and it's still full, but not so packed that I can't get anything out of there without things falling on the floor. So I'm very happy about that. And it's better to keep your freezer full than to just have some random things in there, because your freezer has to run more if you do that. So if you don't keep a lot of things in your freezer, it's probably a good idea to keep some extra water in there. Not only can you use that water if something happens to the water supply, but it helps keep your freezer from running too much. So today it's actually sunny, but chilly. It's only going to be 52. So I've come to the conclusion, my dog's having a drink. I've come to the conclusion that I have a Goldilocks zone when I like to work in the yard, unfortunately. Because it limits my time out there. So I like it when it's like upper 60s to mid 70s, I'd say. Mid to upper 70s. That I think is nice. Once it gets into the upper 80s, mid to upper 80s, 90s, or below 60, I'm not a fan. So, go figure. Well, I guess I'll just put on another sweater, but it's actually even still a little too chilly to plant a lot of things, because even some seeds, they like to have the soil a certain temperature before they sprout. So, yeah, this gardening stuff has a lot of science behind it. Unless you happen to pick plants that, will grow anywhere. Like purslane, which is actually considered to be a weed, but it's very nutritious and you can eat it. But I think it's kind of invasive. I don't know, don't quote me on that, but I was going to try and plant some. But it grows wild. It's a plant you could forage and eat. So anyway, I'm going to try to keep the meals simple today, because I really would like to get out in the yard a little bit and at least start adding maybe some additives to my my grow bags and things. I don't want to do that too soon because it does wash out. So, but I'm reusing my soil from last year, because I don't know who has money to buy new soil every year. I mean, I buy new soil and top it off, but, to refill a whole grow bag or raised bed would be a really high cost. So anyway, I'll be back in a little bit, and we'll see what's for breakfast. Well, good morning. Breakfast day 144. So let's see what we have. I prepared something yesterday. It doesn't look too appetizing, but that's because of the cinnamon, and these are overnight oats. So I'm going to have those, but I'm going to warm them up. And then yesterday I made this yogurt with grapes, and I didn't eat it. I wasn't hungry anymore, so I'm going to eat that too. And that will be my breakfast this morning. All right. I will meet you at the stove. Back at my stove, and I'm just going to cook this oatmeal in the microwave. I know, doesn't look real appetizing, but I'm sure it's delicious. And then I also have half a banana from yesterday, but obviously I'm not going to cook that. So I'll put some of it on my yogurt and some of it on my oatmeal. So I'm going to heat this up and I'll be back. Okay, doesn't that look delicious? And then here is my yogurt with raisins, or not raisins, grapes and bananas. And I'm going to put half a banana on my oatmeal, just thinly slice it, because I put raisins in here yesterday. And then I let it soak overnight. So just a few of those. Then you can add maple syrup, whatever you want, but I think this will be very tasty. Plus I have some extra protein from the peanut butter. So if you have a peanut butter jar that's almost empty and you want to get the rest of the peanut butter out, try putting some oats and some milk in it. Alright, here is breakfast, day 144. And I'll be back later. I'm going to have a very busy day today. Tom and I are having a date night later, and I want to do some things out in the yard before. Alright, so I'll be back later. Today is day 1 of my walking. Just walking the neighborhood, and I want to do a little documentation and make myself accountable. And when it's a nice day, I just want to go for a walk. Alright, I'm tired of being no energy and debilitated. It's time to do something about it. So here we are, day 1. So if you have an interest, you can walk along and let me know in the comments below how you're doing if you decide to participate. So we have to keep our bodies moving, or use it or lose it. So this is day 1. And hopefully, documenting this will make me accountable. And I always loved to walk. I just got out of the habit. So anyway, I'll see you back in my kitchen in a little bit. Just got back from my walk. It was very refreshing. It's chilly outside. So I just bundled up a little bit, but it was refreshing and I feel good. And hopefully I won't be too sore. I didn't go that far. I went around a couple blocks. So I plan on doing that for the next few days, weather permitting. And then I'll increase as the time goes on and I feel a little bit more energetic. So it's sort of my goal, along with cooking down my freezer and working pantry and refrigerator. I'm going to start this as day 1 of my walking. Now I may not walk every single day, so but whenever I walk, it'll progressively be day 2 or 3 and so on. Another thing that I'm doing is every day, or at least 3 or 4 times a week, I want to clean something, whether that's purging something in my house, dusting and vacuuming a couple rooms, whatever. I just need to get my house in better shape. I don't feel good that when I let that go, and I have really gotten to the point where I'm leaving too many things go and I'm just not feeling myself. You know, I mean, I agree you have to sort of roll with it when things happen and you can't do something anymore. But if it's a self-induced state, then I think if you can still do something about it before it's too late, I think that's a prudent thing to do. So anyway, those are my goals. If you guys want to follow along with the walking, you know, you can document in the comments below if you want, you know, what day you're on, how you're doing, how much you're doing. That would be good. It would be a good way to keep yourself accountable to yourself. And, you know, you'll start to see other people doing the same thing, and we can all support each other. So what do you think? Do you think that's a good idea, or is that just silly? I don't know. You can let me know in the comments below. So I was going to work in the garden today, but it's pretty breezy out there, and it's cool. It's not in my Goldilocks zone. So, I mean, I could work outside, but I can't really plant my seedlings yet because I haven't hardened all of them off. And it's a little bit too early and cool to plant my peppers and tomatoes in the grow pots. So I'm going to give it another week. I did put some of my seedlings out, and I think I made some room in the little greenhouse for some of my other seedlings. So they're going to be going outside too, and it's a process. Because if you plant them out there too early, then they're not going to do well. So that's my plan for the garden. And yeah, so that's all I have for my chat today. I'm going to have my coffee and do a little table organizing here. It's starting to accumulate papers again, which I don't like. So, oh, I wanted to talk a little bit about that little air conditioning thing. I finally got it charged up, and I haven't tried it in the heat yet, of course, because we don't have any heat, but it's very simple. So I think this will be great with my walking plans because it gets pretty hot here. And, you know, you can adjust it to however you want. And I have it on now. I don't know if you can hear it. I mean, and it has different speed settings. That's a little lower. And that's really low. So, and then you can always put it away from your face a little bit if it's too much. So I think this is going to be a very useful thing for when I start my summertime walking, because the last couple years it's like, oh, it's too hot. It's just too hot. And basically, you know, it makes your neck feel cool back here. So I think there might be some sort of a cooling thing back there, but I'm not sure. I didn't read the directions because, you know, I don't always read directions. And then this blows cool air in your face. So I think it'll be a useful device. I mean, it's like $30, $29.99, but it's not so much air in your face that your hair is blowing back. So, and if you're really hot, you can do this and it'll blow more air. Okay, so anyway, that's my review of this, and this is as seen on TV, so I can get the box. Hang on. All right, this is it, Arctic Air Freedom. And I'm not affiliated with this at all. I just like to share gadgets and things that I buy and let you know what I think of them. So I think it'll be fine. It says it has adjustable 3 speeds, lightweight and comfortable, and it's not annoying. You know, you don't feel like you've got a yoke around your neck. Cordless and rechargeable. It runs up to 6 hours. It's quiet. I can hear it, but it's quiet. Purifies the air. So yeah, I think I'm going to keep this. And yeah, I think I like it. So anyway, turn this off. I wanted to talk a little bit about, I just wanted to mention A Course in Miracles. I shared that book the other day with you guys. That's another thing I want to start doing every day. It's available here on YouTube. It's an audio book. There's a couple of them on there. And it's like one is 11 hours long, one is 8 hours long. So it's a very lengthy video, and I imagine you probably, I haven't listened to it yet, but I imagine you do sections at a time. I don't know. But for those of you that don't want to buy the book and are interested, check it out here on YouTube. Just search A Course in Miracles, and it should pop right up. All right, well, I will be back later. As I said, Tom and I are doing a date night tonight. We're not going out till 6. So I won't eat dinner here, but if I get hungry around 3 or so, I'll probably have a sandwich. So I'll be back, and I'll show you if I do or not. I'm back. My friend Mr. Amazon just dropped this off, and I got this actually, I think on Amazon it's normally $11 and some cents, but I got mine for $7 and something, free shipping, because the little thing here is torn, but it's in perfect condition. And I'm not a big one on, you know, planners and things like that. I just don't use them. I've had some, but I end up not using them. But I thought this was nice because of the things that I want to do, like the walking and, you know, more self-care things. So this is Bloom into the Best Version of Yourself, and I saw this on another YouTuber's channel. I can't remember who it was, but anyway, and I thought it might be helpful for me. And you know, it's a whole tablet. You don't need a notebook or anything like that. You could punch holes in it if you want to keep it in a notebook. But another thing that's nice about this, if you have a color printer, when you run out of pages, you can save a page and just print off your own version, or you can print it off in black and white and save your color cartridge. But anyway, what's on here is your top priorities, of course a to-do list. I have papers everywhere with to-do things, so this will keep it more in one place. Notes and ideas, exercise and self-care. That's something I'm interested in because I can document my walking. Meals, snacks, and water, which would also be helpful for me because on this channel I don't always write down what I've cooked because I cook so much from the seat of my pants. You almost have to follow along with the video if you're interested in any of the meals I make. Important times, if you have appointments. It's got today I'm grateful for. I like that a lot because sometimes we forget to do that. And the date. So I got this, you know, I mean, it was $7 and something plus free shipping, but I think it might be useful for me. I'm going to keep it on my kitchen table, and maybe I won't have all the 20 pieces of paper that I have, this note and that note, and you know, it'll keep it all on one place. So I just wanted to share that with you too. Like I said, I got it on Amazon, and if you're interested, it's the Bloom. Yeah, it's just Bloom planning pad. It's the Bloom panning pad. It's System Floral Dots. And that's what it is. Okay, I just wanted to tell you about that, and I'm going to start writing in this. Right now, here I am. I'm just going to have a little snack because We are going out to dinner at 6, but we probably won't end up eating until 7. So I'm just going to have a little snack to tie me over, because I usually eat about 5 o'clock-ish. I eat when I'm hungry. I don't really eat by the clock. But I'm just going to have a little hot dog, that's all. So anyway, did I accomplish my goals by writing them down? I think I did. Some of these I'm still working on. And this little thing is kind of nice because it even has how much water you drank. I'm not a big water drinker, but my water is in the form of coffee and tea. I don't know if that counts, but I know one should drink water, but I really don't like water. So I put flavor enhancers in my water. But I know I don't drink as much as I should. So I'm just having what I had yesterday, just mustard and ketchup and the pickled onion. That's all I'm having. And this is like a snack. So what did I accomplish? I went for my walk. I walked around a couple blocks. I did some neck stretches, and I actually did those while I was walking. I also did some arm stretches while I was walking. So I killed 2 birds with 1 stone. I vacuumed and dusted my bedroom and cleaned the downstairs bathroom. So did I do deep cleaning? No, but the basics, which I'm happy about, because you have to start small. You know, if you go too gung-ho in the beginning with everything, you kind of poop out, which I don't want to do. So that's why I'm just putting some smaller goals, and then I'll build up to whatever it is that I get to. So, okay, here, just a plain old hot dog. I don't have any chips to go with it, and I don't want to eat too much anyway because I'll spoil my dinner. All right, I listened to A Course in Miracles, part of it. So I did that, working on my spiritual self. I wrote down what I'm thankful for, and I wrote my meals down. So, what are some of my top priorities, okay? I want to clean and organize my house. That's an ongoing process, but I want to do more of it as I'm able. I want to improve my stamina and flexibility. So again, slow process, but I am going to be working on that, and I'll work on something pertaining to that every day. I want to continue to cook down the freezer, so that's something. And I want to work on my spiritual self as well, which I did a little of today too. So, all right, I'm going to eat this, and then I'm going to start slowly getting ready. I have to do my nails. I have to wash my hair. So, but it's only 3:30, so I have plenty of time. But in the meantime, I want to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. God bless you. And if you want to do any of these things along with me, please leave us a comment below and let us know what's going on in your life. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. I'm trying to grow this community, and they're all lovely people, very nice people. So please join our community by hitting the subscribe button. All right, that's all I have for you. I'll see you next time. If If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment, and like. Thanks for watching!